Alright, today we're going to dive the interior. Originally it was cream, as you can see. I've already washed it with truck wash and soapy water. So I've got a few vinyl pieces and some plastic pieces. I'm going to be using SEM, which I've heard is a really good product. It's got great reviews, and actually Ford America used this product on the production line in Fox Body Mustangs. All the dashboards and interior trim pieces came in just a standard light grey, and on the production line they dyed it with this SEM paint. So if it's good enough for Ford from the factory, it's good enough for me. So this is plastic and leather prep, and I've seen mixed things. It says just spray it on and wipe it off with a cloth, but I have seen people on vinyl and leather pieces have used a Scotch-Brite pad to work the product in. So I might do that here. I might use a Scotch-Brite pad with our plastic and leather prep. Then I'll wash it off, and then we'll dye it. This is SEM. It's just in a custom can because the supplier, I'm guessing, had it in a big drum. As you can see, SEM Color Coat. It's Landau Black. Bit hard to find suppliers here in Australia, so this is one I did find. Alright, let's get to cleaning them. Okay, so the next job to tackle is going to be re-trimming these rear quarter interior pieces, and actually this needs to be done before I can put in the weather stripping and gasket kit, the rear quarter windows, the door frames, the B-pillars. So I've been putting these off. I couldn't find them. They were still at Dad's house, but I couldn't remember where I'd buried them. I'd been looking for actually a month or two. Finally found them. And as you can see, all the vinyl is already delaminated. So, like I said, I've got the vinyl left over from the roof liner. I'm going to trim that. But as you can see, the plastic underneath it is quite damaged and brittle and broken. Cracked, missing pieces here. big crack here. That's a problem. So I'm going to attempt to repair it all with fiberglass. So let's see how we go. Alright, so this is a bit of a mess here at the moment, but I remember I had bought this plastic welding kit, and it's got some reinforced mesh and a few other bits and pieces, so I might try and repair that big crack with the plastic welder before I try fiberglassing it. So let's see how we go. Plastic welding seems to be going well. That crack's welded up pretty nicely. That was using ABS rod. Little crack there. I put a bunch of mesh in there as well. Bit of a repair there. I built up this whole area, but to do this section I might try some fiberglass now. See how that goes. Alright, so it's been about 20 minutes and everything's starting to cure up. I've never used fiberglass before or plastic welded. Pretty happy with how it all turned out. Here's that corner that was completely missing. You can see where it was broken all along there and up to there. So I was able to remake an edge. Some plastic weld there. I plastic welded here with I put mesh reinforcement. Bit of a plastic weld there. And this was the worst section, that was all missing. So I've got some mesh reinforcement, plastic welded, and then fiberglass over the top of it. Pretty happy with how it turned out. The finished product. Rear quarter panel has been retrimmed. So this little insert was sitting in here, but I couldn't form the vinyl into that recess without making relief cuts, and it actually, with that in there, you could see the cuts so I needed to make it a little bit larger. So I tried this, which was acrylic, heating it up with a heat gun and forming it in there. But I also got this ABS 2mm sheet, and I think that resembles that texture a bit better. So I heated it with a heat gun and pushed it in and formed it. I think it looks good. One side down, one to go. Next trim piece I'm tackling is the rear corner where the dome light sits. As you can see, that's a little bit warped. Cut out a new part of masonite. Now I'm transferring over these edge clips. They've been riveted on. So I'll drill them out. I will fit the new one with hot rivets. And then get a block and a hammer and hammer the edges flat with a bit of Sikaflex, and then I'll trim over the top of that. And I believe that goes in first, and then the corner trim can go in. everything finally installed. Rear quarter cards, wheel well vinyl, the rear panel which has the interior light in it now. I also rebuilt the rear quarter windows as best as I could. Let's have a look. New rubber stripping from Clark Rubber to go there. Repolished the quarter windows. New rubber seals down the side. New gasket on the inside. Bit of sound deadening down the bottom. It's another job done.